Hey guys, Alex from Scimitar Films back again with Attack on Titan. I'm not taking off my glasses to be all dramatic and stuff. There was a little spot on it, I had to get it out. Actually, there's a lot of spots on here, goodness me. Oh well. Last time on Attack on Titan, we had brave volunteers. So we had some flashbacks to how the scouts joined up with the brave volunteers. And basically how the whole plan of action came to be, which was really interesting, and how Parody got some new technology and stuff from their new allies. Then, cutting back to the modern day, they had buried Sasha, and one of the Marlians, Niccolo, he definitely felt bad about Sasha's death, and he actually offered her family to make them some food, which was pretty cool. And then, yeah, we had the whole thing of, fight or die. Do you fight or do you die? Eren has kind of always been the fighter, but Armin is the talker, and that ain't what happened at Marley. That ain't what happened at Liberio, so, yeah. Things are a little heavy. Yeah, we're all sort of questioning where we are in the universe. Meanwhile, Zeke has been escorted to his new hotel, which I believe is the Forest of Giant Trees. Specifically, he is being put there because it will be difficult for him to maneuver as the Beast Titan. So yeah, also, last episode we saw Pixis and his men detaining the Marlians that have been helping us. I did figure it out later, and you guys clarified this in the comments too, that the reason they were doing that was because Zeke was here. So to keep him on a short leash, we're trying. They don't fully trust Zeke yet, so just in case, they are detaining the people that he specifically sent. Which makes sense. It makes sense. They're erring on the side of caution. Even though they've known these people for 3 years now, they are being very cautious about this whole prospect with Zeke. So, yeah. So, where we go from here, goodness me, I do not know. But let's go ahead and find out. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comments for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Attack on Titan. Here we go. The past while, I've kind of been in a funk going over some of these episodes. Not just in Attack on Titan, but some of the MHA episodes, some of the Mr. Robot episodes. They just sort of leave me in a funk. And I thought, you know what? Not today. Not today. This is Attack on Titan. I love this show. I'm going to go in, and I'm not going to be left in a funk. And here I am. I'm left in a funk. But I'm gonna try not to act like I'm left in a funk. But if there was anything to leave you into a funk, holy shit. So, yeah, okay. So, lot of shit going on here. I mean, okay, here's a problem with this episode. We still don't know the goddamn answer. We still don't know the fucking answer. Like, we don't know what has changed Eren. Because even in these flashbacks, you see him caring about, his brothers and sisters in arms. You see him caring about Historia. You see him, laughing and having a good time with them. They are his family. So what happened to him? What happened that changed his mind? Then again, you could also ask, what happened that changed Zeke's mind? Something happened to the two of them. That's gotta be it, is whatever happened to the both of them. Something kicked in with the two of them, and it's completely changed them. But I don't know why. Zeke now wants to Zeke now wants to free Eldia, and Eren may be willing to sacrifice his story. Although, well, I mean, that's kind of where they have to go, because while they can right this second use the rumbling with Eren and Zeke, eventually Zeke will die. So they will have to pass on his Titan, and the only way of passing on his Titan is by passing it on to someone of royal blood. But unfortunately, now I'm going to go ahead and assume that they can't pass on. They can't. It probably is possible, but it's probably not ideal to turn a baby into a Titan and have a baby pure Titan eat Zeke and take the power, because then how do you control that, you know? So, unfortunately, right now, the best thing to do, the only ideal thing to do would be for Historia, because she is, you know, cognizant and can think in sentences, you know? She's not a child. She's not a baby. She is an adult. One thing you could technically do, however, I suppose, is, well, yeah, this could work. If you turn someone else, like just a scout, for this argument we'll say Connie. If you turned Connie into a pure Titan, then had him eat Zeke to inherit the Beast Titan, then you wait for Historia's child or children, however many she has, you wait for her children to grow up, then they eat Connie, then you have a Beast Titan with royal blood that you can then mix with Eren. And you do have to do it specifically like that, because if anyone of royal blood inherits the founding Titan again, they are going to be going back on the first king's will. So, that's the thing. You have to have someone else inherit the founding Titan and then use it in conjunction. It's basically, you do need the founding Titan and royal blood, but you have to keep them separated. You know? Goodness me. Goodness me. Shit, this is crazy, but that's the plan right now. Because it's not just that they have to threaten the rumbling. They have to make sure that the rumbling will always be there. And the only way to do that is to keep up royal blood. They have to keep up royal blood and the Beast Titan. Well, a Titan with royal blood. The best way to do that is with the Beast Titan, since he's dying anyway. Shit, that is just so fucking terrible. And I mean, do you sacrifice the queen? Do you sacrifice the queen? I mean, I guess one thing, though, is the way they're doing it now is slightly different. Where, I mean, I guess to prepare for that eventuality, Historia got pregnant. Have as many babies as she can. Jesus Christ. And that's fucking risky, too. You know? Let alone the technology level that they have on Paradis. Even the technology level around this world. I mean, this is still like the a sort of equivalent to 1920s, 1910s, 1920s, our world, you know? So that is just so fucking dangerous, you know? Because they said, it's like, you know, pregnancy does pose a risk to her, you know? It does risk her life. It's that shit. While, yes, it happened, something could go wrong and it could be dangerous. But she's pregnant. She's pregnant with that one farm boy's baby. That's got to be fucking weird, man. Like, you know, you throw rocks at this cute girl when you're a kid. She turns out to be the fucking queen of, like, existence. As far as existence you know. You go work on her farm. Then one day she approaches you and is like, put a baby in me. Like, that is fucking weird. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know. They never say what happened to him. He could be dead for all we know. He could have just served his purpose and died or something. I don't know. I don't want to say he's lucky at all, because, like, on the one hand, it's like, oh yeah, well, Historia, you know, she's such a sweet, cute girl, and she's the queen, and that's amazing and stuff, and it's like, yeah, but if this dude's getting tied up in all of this founding titan shit, like, that doesn't sound great. It's not lucky for Historia. This whole queen thing has been more hassle than it really needs to be. But what the fuck happened to Eren? You need to threaten the rumbling. Did you? I don't know. Hizuru. The fuck? Okay, so Hizuru. Okay, so we did, you know, speculate, like, oh, maybe they are an ally of parody. We speculated that a few episodes back. So, confirmation, yes, they are the sole ally to the Eldians, which is pretty cool. I do like specifically because, you know, yes, in this fictional world, it's not exactly the same as our world or our history. So, to sort of, like, there are aspects of our world in this, but they change it up, which I like. The author changes it up. I do love, though, specifically, that the only people that are cool with the protagonists are the Japanese equivalent. I see what he did there, and that's fine. That's completely fine to do that. I really did. It's just kind of funny, you know, considering what we're talking about, an anime / manga, you know. But anyway, so yeah, so Hizuru, which has the long lost heir to the Hizuru shogun, is Mikasa. And okay, can we talk? No, that has not been there this whole time. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that there has never been a shot of her, the back of her wrist, where it's always had that. You cannot fucking tell me that. No, there had to have been something, you know? There had to have been something where she wasn't wearing, like long sleeves. Or was there? Okay, can some people had to have done this when this episode, I don't know when this episode came out. It was, months and months ago. I'm filming this in October. This probably came out March, April, maybe around May. So I'm sure people have gone and looked, but can someone tell me, because they also said it's not just that, she always wears long sleeves. She specifically had an armband over it. The fuck? Like, they can't... Was that always planned? I don't know. If it was... God, this dude is amazing for planning that shit so far in advance, but... I don't know. So Mikasa is the long-lost heir to the Shoguns. She's also an Ackerman, though. So that was the craziest thing. At first I was like, wait, is this like the mark of the Ackermans or something? Because it was a triangle, but I was like, oh, maybe that's like an A or something. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the mark of the Ackermans. And it's like, no, it's something from her mother's side. Her mother wasn't an Ackerman by blood. Her father was. So somehow, this Shogun lineage and Ackerman lineage ended up melding into Mikasa. That is kind of coincidental and very strange, and that's a little too convenient. I don't know. You guys can tell me. If you tell me that, yes, this was all planned and stuff, I'll believe you, but that was a little too clean, you know? Anyway. So, Hizuru, money grubbers. I mean, they at least have that past. They at least have that past with, being allies to the Eldian Empire, but they've been in kind of disarray for the past 100 years since then. And now they need the Ice Burst Stone in order to, become wealthy again. So that's why they're so eager for this alliance with Zeke and Parody, which is interesting. But we had the whole thing of inheriting the Beast Titan. Someone has to inherit the Beast Titan. Actually, wait a goddamn minute. Wait just a gosh darn second here, Mr. Zeke Yeager. Like, okay, we still have the whole thing of, well, yes, we need someone of royal blood, hopefully of age, to inherit the Beast Titan. I get that. But if Zeke has been sitting on this for almost 4 years now, why hasn't he had any kids? And I get, maybe right now they would be maybe 3 years old at the most. Maybe they would be 4 years old just before he dies. Or before he would die. But if you specifically need a Titan with royal blood, instead of passing it on to Historia and having Historia churn out 10,000 babies and then have them keep churning out babies so that there's always a Beast Titan, which is literally what the Tybers do with the Warhammer, or did, at least. Why isn't Zeke having children? Why isn't Zeke having children with his royal blood, and then bada bing bada boom, there you go, there's your goddamn Beast Titan, you fuck? Why are you specifically passing this onto the Queen? What a fuck. Goddamn, are you, seriously? That's kind of bullshit that he's not making his own damn children. Because that's the thing is, yes, I understand the whole thing of, you still probably would have to have Historia eat Zeke and become the Beast Titan. But why aren't we passing this on to his kids? Or, you would think they would at least be doing both, The terrible pragmatist would be doing both. Zeke has, 5 kids. Historia has 5 kids. You have 10 people that could inherit the Beast Titan from Historia. Then they have kids. You have just a ton of kids. By, Generation 3, you have, 100 kids who could possibly inherit the Beast Titan. There you go. The problem solved. Why the God damn it, Zeke. God damn it. Why isn't he fucking making kids? God damn it. Fucking. And that's bullshit too. It's bullshit too. Because he's not the one that's having to go through the goddamn pregnancies every time. What a fuck. Oh my god. Anywho. But instead of Historia eats Zeke and then starts churning them babies out left and right, we're taking it slow. We are taking it a bit slower. She found that old farm boy, hooked up with him, is having at least one child that we know of. God damn it. Fucking, where's Ymir when you need her, you know? If fucking Ymir was here, she would have started kicking the shit out of people for even suggesting that Historia be subjected to this shit. I mean, Eren opposed it. Eren opposed it like the good man he was, but man, if Ymir was here, she'd be cutting bitches left and right for this. Goodness. She probably also would not let that farm boy anywhere near our precious queen, so... You know, I used to talk shit about Ymir. I used to not really like her, like, back at the beginning of Season 2 and stuff. God damn it, I miss her so much. Ugh. Fucking, Well, they did mention the whole thing of going and infiltrating Marley, but... You know, when they said, like, oh, well, let's change what people think of Parody. I mean, Parody, at the end of the day, is really just the world's scapegoat, you know? Like, that's really it. It's not that they're actually devils. It's just that they just need someone to blame for everything, and Parody is sort of the option, you know? I thought they were going to do more diplomacy. Apparently it was infiltration, which Eren did do infiltration. Eren did do infiltration, and then something fucking happened. So it was something that happened while he was in Marley. Something about Marley changed him. Was it just the infiltration? I don't know. They talk about successors. I do like that when Eren has to bring up, like, look, eventually I'm going to have to pass on the Founding Titan. So... I need to start looking at a successor. You know, even though he had 5 years left, that was 2 years ago, so he should have 3? Oh, shit. He's got about 3 years left. So he does need to start doing this. And they're thinking that, too, at the end of the episode. Where they're like, we could have one of us change and inherit. Now, would Eren let himself do that? I don't know. Because with Eren saying, like, oh, well, with the power of the Warhammer, no cell can hold me, like, are you sure, though? Like, I don't know, like, I'm not quite sure about that, but, okay. But yeah, but the whole thing of the successor and then going over, Jean, actually, at the end of the day, was probably their best bet, you know? But I like how they say, like, no, you should focus your attention on becoming commander one day. That's actually a good idea, you know? But now, yes, some of it was Jean hyping himself up, but honestly, he's not a bad choice. Connie's not a great choice. Sasha might have been the best choice. You know, they say it's like, oh, well, if I can't do it because I'm an idiot, then you shouldn't be able to do it because you're an idiot. And it's like, well, yeah, Sasha's an idiot, but she's got the marksman thing going at least. You know, she's not... Sasha, I don't think, was ever truly a great fighter, you know? She was lackluster with ODM gear, I think. She wasn't great, at least. She wasn't top tier with ODM gear. And Eren is pretty decent. And the thing is, Eren was able to work with his fists, you know? Once he relearned, you know, once he remembered all of Annie's shit, he was able to fight. Sasha was more of a marksman, which would be very different, but... Because, see, they didn't know about this back then, but if she was still alive today, she probably would have been really good with the Warhammer Titan's power, you know? Like, imagine a Titan who just keeps creating... Because we saw the Warhammer Titan create a crossbow. Like, if Sasha had the power of the Warhammer, that would have been really fucking good, you know? She probably would have been an incredible fighter. So, unfortunately, that's all out the window. But yeah, honestly, of everyone there, I mean, Jean, yes, but I like how they say, well, maybe he should go more for commander. Mikasa, I like how they mentioned that we don't even know if Ackermans can be turned into Titans. We don't know if Ackermans are Eldians, you know? And especially with the whole thing with Hizuru, that's off the table. But honestly, I think Sasha would have been the best choice. Of course, she's the one who fucking died, but, you know. And then what changed Eren? What changed Eren? And yeah, like, he fucking laughed when Sasha died. But I think, I mean, yes, he laughed, but that was one of those he's fucking lost it kind of laughs, you know? Still, he's lost it. What the hell happened? What made him lose it? What has changed him? Why is he so tall? Why is he so buff? Actually, he kind of looks more built than he did at Marley. Like, I guess, you know, he's not wearing his shirt, so, you know, he can show off all the muscles and stuff. But he's really fucking tall now, and he was really muscly, and I don't know, when he had just, you know, the shirt and the jacket on in Marley, he seemed like just kind of the way he always had, you know, a little taller and obviously older, but he kind of seemed about the same, especially as we saw him in these flashbacks. I'm wondering if the Warhammer Titan has actually buffed him up a bit. Maybe. I also like how he says, you know, with the Warhammer Titan's powers, I can leave this place at any time. It's like, well, that's if you understand it. And you're a fucking idiot, you know? You're a fucking idiot when it comes to being a Titan. So I don't know. Maybe it's been 4 years. Maybe he's gotten better, but I don't know. I'd be very curious if that was the case, though. So I don't know. Anyway, I guess I've been left in a funk. I guess this is kind of where we are, though. Season 4 is the season of funk. That's just what we're left with each episode. We're just left in a funk. Eren's fucked up. Historia's pregnant. Historia may have to become a baby-making machine. Hizuru is in it for the money. Mikasa is fucking royalty or some shit. And Sasha's dead. And with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Attack on Titan reactions. There's also another video you can click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.